Hey guys, how you doing? Duffy-Lee here. In this video, I want to talk you through the art of proposal writing. And in less than 5 minutes, I want to share with you exactly the ingredients to include in a great proposal and where a lot of people go wrong when starting to create proposals for new business. So check it out, I'm going over to the board. Hey guys, thanks so much for joining. In this video, I want to talk about proposal writing because I know that a lot of my clients and a lot of people, agencies out there are spending a lot of time creating bespoke proposals that frankly either don't get looked at or just get chucked in the bin after they are looked at and you never even hear a reply back. So I want to quickly take you through a bit of training that we do in the Launchpad program so you can get a very basic idea of how or what ingredients you need to include in your proposal to make it stand out. So I just want to go down here. Now, X marks the spot. So the way to look at a winning proposal or presentation is to look at it like a giant X. Or you could look at it as a funnel on top of a reverse funnel. It's up to you. And your idea here is in this spot here, this is where we talk about our solution. So what a lot of people do straight away is they either go into the solution straight away and they don't set up enough context, or frankly, they talk too much about what they're going to do and how they're going to do it, and not why they're doing it and what the result will be. So your idea here is you need to set the context. That's what this top part is here. This is the context. Okay. And where does the context start? Well, frankly, the context starts in either the wider world or could be the industry that your client is in, right? But the point is, you need to start your proposal, your presentation, right at wide zoomed out, so you are placing your solution within the context of their world or their industry or their business or the wider society, right? That's such an important starting point. And what that does here, when you do that, is it raises the stakes. Because what a lot of people miss is this part of raising the stakes. And it's so important that you do that. You need to answer the question within the first slide or two, within the first minute or two of your presentation, why is this so important? Not only that they listen to what you're about to say, but that they action what you're proposing, they action. Because unless you spend a lot of time in this part here, honestly, you're going to lose your audience really, really fast. And if you don't do that, you're not going to make any sales. So this part here is all about setting the context of what's happening in the wider world, what's happening in their industry, why are their stakes so high, before you start positioning that solution. Yeah? Okay. So then you position your solution, and I don't want to give you much advice on that. You should be pretty clear on that by now. Once you've done the solution, you need a few very crucial things. The first thing you need to do is you need to paint a picture. And the first thing you need to do is do a reverse timeline. Now, I imagine you guys are doing this already because, frankly, that's just common sense. But if you're going to say this is what we should do, you need to tell them how quickly you can get it done, even if you know that secretly it might take a bit longer than that. But if everything went as planned, how quickly could you get this implemented? Then once you've done that, I want you to give them a vivid vision of the future. Now, the vivid vision of the future is their future once they have implemented your solution, right? And what you're doing is you're contrasting this to that, right? So once they've implemented your solution, how are they going to be better placed in this world than they were before? How is it going to improve their chances of success in whatever their goals are than they were before? That's what the vivid vision is for. And then finally, one little bonus tip here, which frankly is straight off case study. Don't end on costs, end on the stack. So the stack is not just a budget sheet. The stack is literally a bullet point list of every single thing, every single deliverable you're giving them in their whole solution, stacked one on top of each other, and at the bottom, you're going to put the cost. So when you lay out a budget normally, cost, look, all cost, no value. The stack, so literally it's going to be like, say this is your slide, it's going to be like deliverable 1, deliverable 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you might carry on over here. So you've just got loads and loads of things, and then you've got a little price in the corner here. So that is the stack. So let's recap. One thing you must do. So first of all, a good presentation is like a big cross. It starts up here with the context, you build down, and then after here is the future, right? Context, future. That's the way to look at this. It's like a cross. You've got to start with the world industry context. You've got to raise the stakes before you deliver your solution. Once you do that, give them a timeline. How quickly can you do that in? And then, most importantly, give them a vivid vision of what their world and their company will be like once you have implemented their solution. Okay? And once you've done that, remember to keep the stack. Don't lay out your budget, loads and loads of bullet point deliverables, and then with a tiny little cost in the bottom right. I hope that helps. If you've got any more questions about presentations, and actually if you want to ask me about the ultimate presentation proposal, which I have, just send me a DM saying ultimate presentation proposal. It's a bit of a mouthful. Just say presentation, and I will send it directly to your email inbox. In the meantime, if you've enjoyed the video, please subscribe, like it, share it, and I will continue to try to give you lots of value on LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. In the meantime, have a great week, and I'll see you soon.